Hello, Thunder Smith here, welcome to the Gaming Nexus. Today's title, Foundry. It's a cross between Minecraft and Satisfactory. Meet Carl, our supervisor.
Welcome, operator. I'm Carl, your facility management artificial intelligence. This resource-rich moon has been selected for the Foundry initiative with the goal of converting it into a manufacturing hub. Construction work has already started, and many teams, just like us, have been deployed with their initial assignments. Our task is to establish mining and smelting operations to ensure a steady supply of essential metals. My goal is to assist you in setting up this factory. Let's run a few basic checks before we get started. Open your map to check your surroundings. Fantastic! There are several ore patches in the vicinity. Equip your ore scanner from the inventory and use it to locate the ore patches. To get started, approach both of the ore patches and mine some ore.
So let's get started. We need to gather some basic resources at the beginning and start automating. So let's get going. As it can be easily noticed, this game has very simple but pleasing graphics. It's very nice and I think even children friendly, I can say. But simple graphics also helps because simpler graphics don't require so much resources from my PC to play this game, so this game plays smoothly. Okay, time to smelt some basic plates, let's say plates, because we have xenoferrite plates and technium rods. Those are basic resources here, so we have technium and xenoferrite, and we smelt like xenoferrite, so iron into xenoferrite plates and technium into rods, so it's for electronics.
Now that we have basic materials available, we should start crafting building blocks which act as a foundation for other buildings. To do so, you need to open the crafting menu and click the desired items. Then, place them in the shape of a platform next to one of the ore patches. The orange ore will be in higher demand. I suggest starting with that.
So yeah, Carl will be interrupting, like he really likes to interject, so don't mind him. It's just manager AI, so you know, manager is saying all of its own, so he needs to interject because otherwise he don't feel that he's in control, so don't mind him. Oh my gosh, that's fun. And here's him again.
To automate ore extraction, we need to set up a drone miner. Craft one and place it on top of your foundation right next to the ore patch.
So right now, as Carl suggested, I'm concentrating on building my first mining camp. So like a platform, some drone miners and my first foundry, smelter, because I want to automate my ore extraction. So let's get to it and build necessary buildings. And here's Carl again.
Drone miners and most other buildings require power to function. Let's build a biomass generator on the same foundation as the drone miner. Once built, you need to harvest some plants and trees with your mining drill to collect biomass. Insert the biomass into the generator and it will start to power all buildings on the same foundation as the generator.
I'm destroying trees partially because I need more space around here and partially because I will need biomass to power my factory early on. Similarly to Satisfactory, at the beginning you're powering your factory by supplying biomass manually to biomass burners. So that's what we need to do right now. And let's Carl say a few words about that.
Go watch your mining drones acquire your first automated ore. Aren't they beautiful? Anyways, we need to get going. Let's build a smelter next.
As you can see, Carl is quite a micromanager. He likes to give you small tasks, but at least he offers praises for a well done job, so That's good for him.
The smelter is more efficient than the inbuilt drop pod smelter, so you should start using this from now on. Another benefit is that we can automate the smelters to make our life easier. For this, you need to connect the drone miner to a smelter by using loaders and conveyor belts. Let's start by crafting the required machines. 2 loaders, one for the smelter and one for the drone miner, as well as a few belts to connect them. While you're crafting those, I will notify Mission Command on our progress. Communication link establishment failure. Curiously, I find myself unable to make contact with Mission Command. It could be a technical anomaly. I shall persist in my attempts.
As in every Factory game, also in Foundry we need to collect raw resources and process them into more complex one, and then use the more complex one to produce even more complex one, and so on and so on, as long as we have next goal to achieve. In this case, the goal is to rebuild the space station that was damaged, so what Carol was talking about earlier on, and we will be going to meet this target slowly by expanding our factory and producing new things. Also, check out the news about the update, because in the next update, well, maybe not next, but next big update, the whole game concept is going to change. So we will not be like robot lost in the space, but robot ordered to like earn his upkeep with the planet he was given, and we will start with some debt. So, well, something will change, so check this out. So, my plan from this moment on is right now to build second smelter for the technium, and later on I'm going to build mining outpost for the technium and automate smelting of technium on the second platform. And next I will need to expand smelting of xenoferrite plates, because it's not enough with one smelter. It's definitely not enough. I'm building my platforms very slowly because I need a lot of xenoferrite to do that, and I'm intending to build 8 furnaces processing technium into, well, not technium, xenoferrite into xenoferrite plates. Why 8? Because each miner, each drone miner can support 2 smelters, and full belt of ore is for drone miners and 8 smelters. So that's why 8, because I want full belt of xenoferrite plates. So let's start building the platform for the big smelter. Well, I'm calling it big smelter, but it's just the beginning smelter. First 8 smelters. I'll build big furnaces later on, because one like lane, one conveyor belt full of xenoferrite plates will be not enough, definitely. And of course, as in any other Factory game, you can also use main bus in this game. So like many parallel conveyor belts full of different stuff for easier access when you need to produce something. And I really like the main bus in this game because it's pretty simple and not that big of a deal compared to Factorio, for example, where you need like a really huge main bus. Okay, so let's get back to the Carl and what he wants to say.
We have completed our initial mission of setting up a smelting facility. We've done a great job, haven't we? At this point, we should have received further instructions, but something is blocking our communications. I think we'll have to improvise. My archives contain a blueprint for a research server. Through material analysis, I should be able to provide an emergency beacon blueprint. Let's get going and build a research server.
There is a little surprise for us after we build the research server and research emergency beacon, and of course build it and activate it. but I will not spoil the surprise, so watch further. And later, after we get our present, our surprise, we will have further missions to do. So let's keep watching and let's see you in a moment.
To advance in research, you will need to build science packs. Craft a few by hand and insert them into the research server to research the emergency beacon blueprint. Great, now you might want to take a step back and look up. A real groundbreaker. This corporate command companion bureaucrat bot, C3BB for short, will help us establish a connection with Mission Command. First, let's help him out of that drop pod by deconstructing and placing it in a safe location. Welcome to the ground, C3BB. We have activated this emergency beacon because we are having trouble communicating with Mission Command. Critical damage on the Mission Command space station, you say? Spontaneous explosive disassembly. That's extremely troubling. What now? Are we trapped here? That aligns with our disaster contingency protocol. C3BB, initiate a thorough analysis of the incident. We'll integrate your extended blueprint archive with our research servers and construct a self-sufficient manufacturing facility capable of providing emergency aid. You're right. We need a machine that is able to craft common items. I'm glad you have the blueprint stored. Let's go ahead and research the assembler.
So now that we got our present, so second manager bot, we can start researching some really important technologies, so like for example the assembler. Let's craft the research tokens or something and let's have it done shortly. After I finish researching assembler, it will be end of this episode. It's almost 15 minutes already. So I hope you liked the game, that it was interesting for you. Let me know in the comments if you like the game, if you want to see more of it. Maybe I can turn it into another series, as Sailwind was turned into. So, let me know, and if you're not subscribing, please subscribe, please leave a like. See you!
Great! The assembler will serve as the foundation for mass producing the most commonly required items. Gone are the days of handcrafting. C3BB has been able to establish a limited connection to the space station and will try to extract useful information. Meanwhile, we should focus on scaling up.